Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Jefferson Fossey here with Walsh Trading. It is Wednesday, October 15th. It is 7:45 here in the morning. Grain markets just paused here for the overnight trade. We're going to take a look at the market, see what happened yesterday, what happened overnight, and what may happen here today. Please keep in mind futures trading does involve substantial amounts of risk, certainly not suitable for all investors, traders, or producers. So we'll start off as I normally do here. Live cattle, $1.75 higher yesterday, 246.50 is where the December contract closed. Higher highs, higher lows. The uptrend continues. That marked 8 days in a row here of consecutive price gains here for the cattle market. Just a quick look over that chart. Yeah, it looks like, this is probably the longest streak that I can see here on the chart. We've had some nice little uptrends to it, but usually we get a down day here and there. Just haven't seen one for the last 8 sessions, so we are due. The market seems very strong fundamentally and technically here at the moment. Stochastics very overbought here, up around 97 or so. MACDs pointing higher. 5-day moving average giving you support here at 240, 250. Pretty close here. Well, you also have that high here from August 27th at 243.57 to contend with here as well. So I don't know. Market looks very, very strong. Looks like it wants to continue to go higher. Feeders were in the driver's seat here yesterday, climbing 460 to close 381.32 here in the November contract. You had a bit of an equilibrium day. Doji on Monday here. You got a directional close above Monday's range yesterday. 5-day moving average support held. That was at 375.36 or so here yesterday. Yesterday's low is 75.17. So they went down, tested 5-day moving average support, continued to move higher, just like fat cattle, 8 days up in a row, but everything's still pointing toward higher prices here. At the moment, lean hogs, maybe not so much. Gap down yesterday on the open, leaving a nice little hole in the chart here to Monday's low, and that 84.45, closing yesterday here at 83.15. At some point they will want to go back up and fill that gap here but it may take a little while. It might take a hot minute here for them to do that. And we're closing at about 6-7 week lows here yesterday in the hog market. Not particularly strong. We're below the 100-day average. We're below the 50-day average. 5-10-day are declining and pointing toward lower prices. Stochastics market is oversold here a bit. Volume was pretty high yesterday, indicates more selling pressure ahead to my eye. Corn here down 0.75 cents this morning. It's been sideways here really all week. Monday we were down 2 1/4. Yesterday, Tuesday, we were up 2 1/4. Today we're down 0.75 cents. Harvest is obviously going on right now. Not a whole lot to be bullish about. Export inspections yesterday were fairly decent for across the board, corn, soybeans, and wheat. But market's kind of in a bearish kind of a trend. Doesn't really have much going on. Doesn't have much of a direction to it. It is somewhat concerning that we did post lower lows here for this little move here on Tuesday, taking out the low that we had here October 1st. That might indicate some ongoing pressure here. Next support number that I'd see, well, you got 410, nice big fat round even number, and then down to about $4 or so in these corn. November soybeans also sideways here this week. They're down 2 1/4 here in the overnight session. They finished down 1.25 pennies here yesterday. Really haven't gone anywhere since Friday, just kind of chopping around the last 2.5 sessions or so. We'll see what today brings. 5-day moving averages, 10-day moving averages flipped over to the sell side here with yesterday's trade, so that puts everything on the bearish side in my opinion. Stochastics pointing toward lower prices, as is MACD. You got trendline support here in beans around 9.89. Might see him test that $10 mark. Yesterday's low is 10.01. $10, nice big fat round number, seems like the next target. You also had that spike low here from October 1st down to 9.93 3/4. $10, 9.94, and then maybe 9.90. Seem like reasonable targets there. Soy meal, it's up a whole tick here this morning, 274.40, not really going anywhere. Short-term averages are on the sell side here in soy meal right now. Seasonally, all these markets, corn, soybeans, wheat, bean oil, soy meal, they all tend to rally here this time of year. We're just not seeing that this year at all. here so far. Bean oil's up 23 here in the night session. Short-term averages, though, they are flipping over to the sell side here in bean oil. Yesterday we were up, down 3 ticks, finishing well off the lows. That looks to my eye, maybe it was just turnaround Tuesday type trade. We did open up higher here overnight, but we're finishing the night session on the lows. Not a particularly positive sign, even though we are up on the day. Short-term averages, like I said, they flip to the sell side there on my chart anyway, but stochastics pointing higher. Seasonally, like I said, these tend to bounce, but we're just not seeing that at all this year. Wheat market up yesterday 3.5 cents. This morning it's down 4.5. Not much to be bullish about there. Kind of looked like you had a key reversal here yesterday. Very, spike low, closing up in the upper 10-20% of the trading range here on the day. Usually that's kind of a positive sign. KC wheat did the same thing. Even looked more impressive, I think, closing up above here Monday's highs. But this morning we're down another 4 cents in KC wheat. I mean, those key reversals here yesterday in wheat, that is somewhat supportive here, but the market's not giving us any follow through here today. Let's see, lots of other markets that are kind of moving around here a little bit. I also have a new signal today here in copper. Touch on that here a bit. Now, copper's up just a couple ticks here this morning. I think the short-term average is 5-10 day. They are rolling over to the sell side. I think more just from lack of direction or anything else. To my mind, I'm not sure I'd take that sell signal there, but that's what the trends are showing here right now. You do have 100-day moving average support here right at 494.80. Call that 495. We're trading right around 503. $5 should be decent support here. You've had pretty big ranges the last 3 sessions, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Not a whole lot of market direction to it. You had a doji here last week, Wednesday, a big spike high on Thursday, and a directional close on Friday. That can, all added together, and that short-term moving average cross, not friendly here. But I would probably, personally, I'd be willing to more sell it on weakness rather than sell it on a rally. The other metal markets that are very popular, gold's up $41 here this morning, trading 42.04, higher highs, higher lows. Very strong uptrend. Seems like every time this market dips back a little bit, interacts with the 5 or the 10-day moving average, it seems like it's a buy there. Market seems very, very strong. Christmas silver's up 78 cents here yesterday. Big range yesterday. Kind of turnaround Tuesday. A little bit of profit taking went on. They set their highs here early in the session. That would have been late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, depending on where you're at here on the planet. And then they set their lows here on the day shortly after that. Market's staying pretty strong. Don't have higher highs, higher lows yet today's bar, but we did with yesterday's, even though it was, they settled it up, 19.5 cents here yesterday. We're up another 77, 78 cents here today. Silver market does look like it wants to go higher. Stock indexes real quick before I finish up here today. Turning back higher. You had a bit of an equilibrium day here in the S&P futures. This morning we're breaking out up over yesterday's high. That's usually a fairly bullish sign to my eye. NASDAQ futures staying strong. They're up 253 this morning. Dow's up 227. All of these markets tested that 50-day moving average over the last several sessions and have bounced up. Russell 2000 is even taking that a step further, setting new not quite contract highs, but almost. We got to get back to the high that we had here right around Thanksgiving of last year. But the Russell, the broad market, is pushing higher here as well. Do appreciate you folks listening. You have any questions, comments, you want me to cover any market in particular, please like and subscribe. Let me know how I can help.